Mid back, lower back thickness. One thing we've got to talk about, barbell rows. Simple as that, yeah? Bread and butter. But how do you do them correctly to target that area? There's a few ways you can do bent over rows. The way I'm going to show you, this is for the lats, this is for the mid back, the lower back thickness, down the bottom there. If you go to bodybuilding contests, you see people do back row biceps. You're going to see the upper back, which is mainly mid trapezius, rhomboids, at the top, right? And then you're going to see fading away to nothing, generally. That's because people don't target the lats, the lower lats properly. Bent over row, I do it a little bit different to most people. So the starting position, I'm going to bring my body up above parallel. It's not parallel to the floor, it's more upright. This puts your lower back in a stronger position. It also puts your lats in a mechanically stronger pulling position, right? So they can function properly and you can use a lot more weight. So we're going to start from here. You know, you all know how to lift the weight from the floor. Keep your hips down, head up. Up to here, right? Then we're going to lock it there. My upper body is not going to move. We bring it in here. When you bring it in, whenever you do a lat movement, you've got to arch your spine, yeah? For the lats to contract, it's got to be arched. So, in here. So I'm not trying to stretch all the way down here. I'm already stretched, that's it. I can't go any further now unless I collapse my lower back. There we go.
You wanted to bring it low, more
bring it into your waist. Bring it into your waist. A little bit narrower on the grip as well.
See a little bit narrower on the grip?
A little bit narrower. Shoulder width, or a little bit narrower than shoulder width. Right? Having a wider grip, all you're going to do is reduce the range.
So right about here?
That's about right. Pick it up, get your position. Nice and strong. That's it. Lock that there. All right. Good. More power. Come on. Bam. That's it. That's better. Exactly. Perfect. You feel like the position is nice and strong. Just lock that position. Just using your lats then. Yeah? No bobbing the upper body up and down. That's the best position. The lats doing the work. The lower back safe. You can handle much more poundage. The lats are a powerful muscle if you put them in the right place. If you're going to bend over right over here and bring it up here, that's a different exercise. That's for your upper back. That's the mid trapezius there. That's rhomboids there. These are your lats. That's the lats there. The whole area. That's lats.
Should we be pausing for the contraction?
You know what? Some exercises, I'll have people hold and squeeze and hold that contraction. Well, this is a power exercise. You're not really going to be able to do that. It's just get that thing like that, bang it in there. That's all. I mean, don't be sloppy. Don't let it fall. You always got to feel it on the way down as well. But this is a power exercise. We can use other exercises with a cable or whatever to emphasize that back contraction there.
Do you have a preference between this way and this way?
I used to do reverse grip because you can get a slightly more range of movement, which was going to target the mid-lower lats. But I just switched it back to that because I got an injury in that area and it was too risky. So not a huge difference, but if you really want to emphasize the bottom of the lats, a reverse grip might work better for you. But, you know, it's not a big deal, right? I just kind of answered that for the gentleman there. If you got a reverse grip, you can pull in a little deeper and it will target the bottom lower lats a little bit more, but it's not a big deal. Sometimes it's worry less about the technicality and, you know, putting effort into it. Rep range, you want to build size, man, 6 to 8. 6 to 8. And obviously you don't jump in on your heaviest weight. You're going to do 1 or 2 sets to warm up. And then once you do that set, 6 to 8 maximum. Obviously there's an exercise you can't do force reps. You know, you can't have your training partner lie on the bottom of the floor and help you up and everything. So once you can't get it in to your waist there, Don't start getting sloppy then and thinking, oh, you're gonna do this now to get it up, yeah? Just lock there. When you can't get in there, you can still pull like a 3/4 rep or a half rep just to finish off, you know? Just do some partials if you want to go beyond the failure point. Any questions on this exercise? Any other back exercise you want to know? Of the workout, because I'm a bodybuilder, I want to build muscle. I want to target the muscle, yeah? And also, I won't do all the reps from the floor, because the initial lift from the floor and a deadlift, initial lift from here, that's all glutes and quads. The lower back kicks in more as we get upright. So we start here, and then mid-shin, up.
So he's not all going all the way down, he's going mid-shin.
That's it.
So tell them why you don't go all the way down. So, yeah.
All the way down because the bottom third of the movement is primarily glutes, quads, and so that's a different workout, it's a different day, you know. And do it at the end of the workout because you've already done all your lat workout, your back's pre-exhausted, so you'll get much more out of it like this. Of course you can use more weight if you want to start the workout, but you know, unless you're a powerlifter, it's not interest. So, do it at the end. Yeah, well, I got hyperextensions, you know.
What about one arm rows?
Again, one arm row is basically the same as a barbell row, right? So there's no point to do them both in one workout. So one workout I might use the barbell, next workout dumbbell, you know, alternate it like that.
Do you come straight up or do you come across?
You get me a dumbbell, man, I'll show you.
You got a question over here, Dorian, maybe.
What about rack pulls? Rack pulls?
You mean deadlifts off a rack?
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically what I was doing, but I just wasn't using the rack. If you want to use the rack, then and just lift from here. It's also a great exercise for your lower traps. You know, people think, oh, your traps here. No, your traps go right down into the middle of your back. The mid-lower traps. This is the best exercise to build it up, man. You know?
Pull-ups versus the lat pull-downs on the machine.
Either or, but I would use a reverse close grip. Two reasons for that, yeah? You're getting a bigger range, your lats are from here to here, so the further away those 2 points are, obviously the more stretch you get. Coming out here, there's less range of motion, less stretch, and this puts your biceps in a very weak position. You know, your biceps are linked to your back, so when you're doing pull-ups like that, it's usually the biceps that are going to fail first. Couldn't get me a lighter one?
Get him some pink dumbbells, huh?
I'm trying to keep your bodies.
So let's imagine there's a bench here, one knee on the bench, one leg out. You're going to come, it's hanging here, straight in line with the shoulder. What? Function of your lats. Bring your upper arm down and back, whether it's a pull arm, down and back, or here, down and back. So here, coming up and back into the waist. I'm not coming up here. I'm not trying to work my rear delts and rhomboids, yeah? From here, into the waist, squeeze. Slow negative, feel it. Any lat exercise you do, for your lats to fully contract, your spine has to be arched. That's not Dorian Yates' idea. That's physiology. It has to be, yeah? So if you're rounded over like that, the back's not contracted. You've got to arch, yeah? Same any exercise, pull down. I see people doing pull downs like this. They're working arms here, you know? That's lats. Ineffective, dangerous, not worth it. Throw it out. Function of the lat, bring your upper arm down and back. This exercise goes from here all the way down to here, 180 degrees. Most like a pull down will be to here, or a row is to here. So it's got double the range. Well, plus you're not involved in the biceps here. This is just pure lats. Most exercises, well, all the other exercises involve biceps, yeah? So it's very likely that your lats are stronger than your biceps. So let's say you're doing a pull down, you can't do any more. Have your lats failed? They've been taken to the max? Probably not, because the bicep is a weak link. So to get around that, I'll do these first. This is a hammer machine, It's a good one. Nautilus pullovers, also a good one. Of course, you can do a dumbbell pullover over a bench, but the problem with that is from here to here. After that, it falls off, right? You can only go there. There's no tension after that. So it's a substitute. If you don't have any machine, you can do a dumbbell pullover over a bench, but it's not quite as good, you know? Right. So jam the elbows into the pads, driving through the elbows. Just put your hands somewhere. It's not to pull with, you're driving with the elbows. So from here down to here, contract, pause, slow it down. On a back exercise is it's a good practice to do that, because the weakest part of the movement is the positive. That's the positive part. Next strongest is the static there. And then the strongest of all is the negative. So if you get the weight down like that, and you can't hold it here and contract, you didn't get there with muscle power. You got it there with momentum. Yeah? So slow it down, use the muscle power here, contract, arch your back, real slow. Let it drag on your lats. Emphasize that negative. Contract. Slow, control all the time. Anyone want to go? You do this first, then you know, you've exhausted your lats. So when you go to your pull downs and your rows, it's going to be even more effective. Squeeze there. You know, 1 or 2 sets, lightweight, medium weight, just get really warmed up. And then the final set, you go to absolute failure. Get somebody to spot you, probably in the last couple, just contract it in. If you want to go to the next level, when you can't do any more, I've got to help you get it down here, and you're going to do real slow. Real slow, yeah? And then I'm going to help you take it right down again, and do a couple again, just negative. That way you've exhausted every phase of the muscle, you know?
Like you and your boy Leroy.
Yeah, that's good.